Hey guys, I am back with another Things I Wish I Knew video. This video is going to be a little bit different today. It is still a Things I Wish I Knew video, but I also really feel that it's things that everybody should know. If you know me, you know that I work with special ed kids, and being around these kids has taught me more in life than I could have ever learned being around anybody else. I feel like the parents who are blessed to have kids with special needs don't get enough credit for how much they have to deal with. Like I said, I work 8 hours a day with these kiddos, and I can only imagine what it's like doing that all day, every day when these kids aren't in school. So let's just get right to it. These are things that I wish I knew before I started working with special ed kids. First of all, whatever I thought I knew going into this job, I had to completely throw out the window. Reading in books, reading online, and watching videos of other kids and their stories, it taught me a lot, but never as much as I could learn on the job. I have worked with kids that have Down syndrome, autism, physical disabilities, all mixed together, and it makes these kids' lives much harder than the average kid. I learned very quickly that they are all different. Just because this one student has Down syndrome and this one student has Down syndrome, it doesn't mean that they are going to act the same, that they're going to like the same things and react to things the same way. They don't, because they're different. Just like you and me are different. These two kids are different. I'm a girl. If you're watching and you're a girl, that doesn't mean that we are built exactly the same way and that we like all the same things. These kids are different from one another, and so many people don't understand that. At my job, a lot of kids have multiple personalities, and I learned that maybe one of their personalities doesn't like me as much as the other one does. And sometimes there are imbalances inside, and they cause their body to react in a certain way, and I can't take that personally. I love them on the good days and the bad days. Now, a common characteristic of children with special needs is that they have to be in a routine. They have to do the same thing every single day in the same order, or it sets them off. In my classroom specifically, we do the same thing every day generally, but every now and then one student is absent or there's a substitute teacher, and the students have what I like to call an unroutine routine. So it's the same thing every day, but maybe little tiny details may change here and there, and we have to be prepared to deal with how that's going to affect them and the rest of the day. Maybe they don't get all their work done that day. Maybe they flip a table. That's okay, because we don't always understand what they are going through. Some things that people ask me about working in the job site that I work at is, do I need a lot of patience? And yes, I do. I knew that I needed that going in, but I didn't know to the extent in which I needed it. Like I said, there are days where kids will flip tables, kids will pull my hair, slap me, scratch me. It's all part of the job, and each of these kids learns at their own pace. And it does take patience to be able to stay on track with the same kid doing the same thing every day, day in and day out. But it's part of the job, and it doesn't mean that I love my job any less. Last but not least, I definitely just want to make it a point to say that parents who are blessed with kids with special needs are just that. They are blessed, because these kids are not glitches, they're not broken. They are special needs kids because they have needs that you and I may not have, and they need to be treated in a different way in order to make their lives function normally. Working with these kids has really forced me to try my best to see things through their eyes, and I realize how hard it must be for them. There's actually a story that I saw of a girl, nonverbal, her whole life, and she would have spasms and outbreaks, and her parents were really frustrated sometimes because they couldn't get through to her. I'll put the link in the description below to the story, but all it took was her dad exposing her to a computer keyboard for her to type out everything that she felt. She explained everything she was going through and how it affected her and how it felt from the inside, and it really opened my eyes to be able to see that these kids are a lot smarter than we think that they are. And if you know anybody who works with special needs children, or you know a special needs child, just be sure that when you see them, that you don't look at them with a filter over your eyes. There's nothing wrong with these kids. These kids are living life in a much harder circumstance than you are, and they're still doing it. And they show us that anybody can do anything, no matter what your situation is. It's so inspiring to watch these kids climb up the ladder of success every single day, where they accomplish something new and they get over something that they were scared of. They're able to put the key in the lock, turn it, and open it when before they couldn't even hold the key. There are daily leaps and bounds that these kids make, and I feel like a lot of people don't really understand. But I hope this video helped you understand just a little bit more about what it's like to work with children with special needs. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, especially if you relate to it in any way, shape, or form. Questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I look forward to reading them. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.